Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. Today is January the 15th of 2025. We are almost at the halfway point of January being over, the first month of the new year officially being over. How y'all doing? How y'all doing in adding y'all fruits, water, adding stuff in first before we subtract stuff? We talked about that a few videos back for those of y'all that don't know. We I say we're a family over here. So as a family, we talked about the new year comes, or even just in general, you want to do better. So people will say, I'm eliminating all fried foods, I'm eliminating all snacks, and I'm gonna eat all fruit, I'm gonna drink all water. And sometimes it's hard for some of us to do that all or nothing attitude. So I talked about adding in stuff. So instead of saying I'm gonna eliminate all uh, snacks to set yourself up for failure, say it's mandatory that I eat at least one fruit a day and develop that habit. And actually, I was listening to, shout out to my girl from the Bitches Better podcast. If y'all have not listened to that podcast, please go and subscribe. But Raven, she was on with another friend of ours, Hannah, and she said it was habit stacking. And I didn't realize that's what it's called. I just thought it was, for me, it was just adding things in versus trying to subtract everything away. So how y'all doing with that? I've faltered a couple times with my fruit, but every single day, remember, every day you wake up, it's a new day to start over, y'all. Don't blame yourself. Don't beat yourself up. The same grace you give others um, that have to get back up and start over again, give yourself that same grace. Sometimes you look at your age, the business you've been doing, the business you've been trying to get off the ground, trying to go back to school, and you feel like you keep having to start over. Guess what? Every day you wake up with breath in your body, you're allowed to start over and give yourself grace. All right, y'all, let's get into, there's just a couple of topics. I'm going to go out to work later this evening. So I was like, let me get um a video out. I didn't do the Beverly Hills recap last week. I may just have to make it a double with this week. We shall see. But y'all, Salt Lake City is tonight. Bravo, you bleach. You bleach blonde bad built butch body for making tonight, the season finale for Salt Lake City and leaving us with Potomac. I mean, anyway, let's get into a couple of these topics. First off, can we talk about Drake? So yesterday, according to the Neighborhood Talk, um, Drake withdrew his petition against Universal Music Group and Spotify, where he alleged they inflated the popularity of Not Like Us. Now, remember, it says he officially withdrew his petition against Universal Music Group, UMH, and Spotify, according to new court documents filed in the New York Supreme Court. The court filing submitted on January 14th, 2025, states that Frozen Moments, represented by Wilkie Farr and Gallagher LLP, is voluntarily discontinuing the proceeding without cost to any party. In a statement included in the document, Spotify, one of the respondents, confirmed it has no objection to the withdrawal and discontinuance. UMG, which had not yet filed an opposition to the original order, has reserved its position. Fast forward, y'all, fast forward later. This is according to Now remember, he withdrew his petition against UMG, which is Universal Music Group, and Spotify, where he was alleging that they inflated the popularity of the song Not Like Us. So he withdrew those petitions dated January 14th. Fast forward, according to TMZ, Drake, UMG used Not Like Us to tear down my career, and he sues the label for defamation. Drake is not backing down in the war against his own label. In fact, he's now upped the ante by suing Universal Music Group, UMG, for spreading the false and malicious narrative. He's a pedophile. TMZ Hip Hop has learned. Drake filed the defamation case Wednesday morning in the federal court in NYC, ripping UMG for releasing and promoting Kendrick Lamar's vicious diss track, Not Like Us. In the docs obtained by TMZ Hip Hop, in the docs obtained by TMZ Hip Hop, Drake says UMG knew full well Kendrick's lyrics and images in the music video, referring to Drake as a pedophile. I'm saying it that way on purpose, were false and dangerous. In the suit, he calls Kendrick's hit filled with inflammatory and shocking allegations. was a gold mine for UMG. And he says they had an ulterior financial motive in promoting it. Remember, Drake and Kendrick, I believe they're on the same label. Drake claims his label was doing everything it could to pump up Not Like Us because it knew it would devalue his music brand and therefore give UMG leverage in future contract negotiations with Drake. Keep in mind, Drake's last UMG contract, signed in 2022, was a blockbuster deal worth a reported $400 million. Drake says he's got bot receipts to show just how far the label went to turn Kendrick's song into an anthem. According to the suit, UMG paid a third party to use bots to increase the song streams by at least 30 million and engaged in a pay for play scheme with at least one radio promoter. He claims UMG attached the label chart topper to Not Like Us, despite knowing that title was based on fraudulent data. It's also clear Drake's very mindful of what's going down in New Orleans next month. In the suit, he claims UMG was in on getting Kendrick the Super Bowl halftime gig, so the song could be performed on the massive stage, which he calls one of the most significant and viewed cultural events of the year. You've got to wonder, will the NFL and Fox, which is airing the Super Bowl, allow Kendrick to use the PDO file lyrics when he performs? Interestingly, Drake isn't going directly after Kendrick in the suit. In fact, he says this lawsuit is not about the artist who created Not Like Us. It is instead entirely about UMG, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize the song, which it knew contained false claims. As for how the song put Drake in danger, he points out that since Kendrick dropped the mega hit, there have been multiple shootings. I'm sorry, I should have said powpowings at or near his Toronto mansion, one of which ended with one of his security guards getting powed. The music industry and fans of Kendrick and Drake thought Drake was retreating in this legal battle because on Tuesday, he filed a motion to drop a legal action. Okay, so it was Tuesday that he filed the motion to drop the legal action. And then, yes, today, y'all, what's today? Today. And then I guess today he filed the other action. Anyway, the music industry and fans of Kendrick and Drake thought Drake was retreating in this legal battle because on Tuesday he filed a motion to drop a legal action he'd filed against UMG and Spotify in New York State court. Our sources tell us that was merely done to clear the way for his new federal case. I have to say this or wonder this. Now I have to say this, but I do wonder this. The fact that he's suing for this, does that mean he knows that it can be done and it's been done for him in the past, what he's accusing UMG of? Like, you're suing for this, you're specific with some things. You knew the things to look for as far as the bots and this and that and all of that. So are you able to sue because y'all being nosy? I heard a car start. I thought my son was leaving out. I was going to text him to bring me something back. But is it because he knew what to look for? Because it's been done for him with some of his music. I don't know. We shall see how this pans out. What does that mean for him and the label when he got that, what, $400 million contract in 2022? Like, what does that mean? Will this sever his relationship with his label? Who knows? Y'all, this is, well, what do y'all think? Do y'all think this is now taking rap battle to different levels that we haven't seen before in terms of legally? And also, when you file, don't you have to pay money every time you file something? And I know he's got unlimited money, but well, I won't say unlimited, but he's got a lot of money. For me, I do, and it's easier said than done, but it's all relative. But for me, a dollar, some people will be like, a dollar is nothing to me. I don't care if I got 10,000 in my account. I want my dollar that is owed to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I had $50,000 in the bank. I want my 500 that's owed to me. I want my 100 that's owed to me, or I don't want to throw it away. And to me, I feel like he filed that one petition, probably had to cost money, withdrew it only to turn around and spend money to file another one. Or maybe he feels like he'll get some type of settlement. I don't know. It just feels to me, it's like no matter how much money you have, no matter how much money, I would just feel like I'm flushing money down the toilet, you know? But I guess, hey, if you feel strongly in principles, I guess money don't mean a thing. I don't know what y'all think. Y'all let me know. This story I wanted to talk to y'all about. So we know that Carrie Underwood is performing at the inauguration. This was Carrie's statement. Now, her performance was announced on January 13th. She issued the following statement: I love our country and am honored to have been asked to sing at the inauguration and to be a small part of this historic event. I'm humbled to answer the call at a time when we must all come together in the spirit of unity and looking to the future. Here's my thing. Outside of your political affiliation, outside of what you believe as far as this, taxes, the tax bracket, the this, the that, whatever, whatever. You were saying now is a time that we must all come together in the spirit of unity. You are singing for the inauguration of a felon, of a convicted felon that caused an insurrection, that caused the Capitol to be destroyed, was behind it all. And now you're singing for this same person, talking about we need to come together in the spirit of unity. That's one of the things for me. Let me remain calm. That angers me. Again, the tax brackets, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, all these other things, which isn't it funny now? He ran his whole platform on Joe Biden and the cost of things. And then he does an interview after he wins. I may not be able to lower the cost of groceries. I may not like it so cavalier when that's what you've been promising. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. I think back to that day, January 6th, standing in my living room, watching it play out in real time, watching them storm the Capitol, watching that Black officer in that hallway by himself try to hold off those people. You hear about the officers that unalived themselves because of that day. They went in without fear while he's watching all of this happen, tore the Capitol up. And now this man is the president again. And you're talking about you're proud to perform. We need to come together in the spirit of unity. I can only speak for me and my perspective. Everybody may have a different perspective, which brings me to Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg showed some support to Carrie Underwood on The View amid backlash against the American Idol winner and country music star for her decision to perform America the Beautiful at Donald Trump's inauguration on January 20th. The EGOT winner has been outspoken against Trump for years, but said she stands behind Carrie Underwood. So Whoopi's been outspoken against Trump, but says she stands behind Carrie. Although Goldberg will not be watching the performance or the inauguration. She said, people do what they do for whatever reason, noting that public figures have every right to navigate politics however they see fit. Such was the case when MSNBC host Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski met with Trump after he won the presidential election in November. I stand behind her, Goldberg said of Underwood. If I believe I have the right to make up my mind to perform someplace, I believe she has the same right. I have to support. It doesn't mean I'm particularly interested. I won't be watching, but that's just me. I think art is art, and you have a right to perform where you want to perform. Whoopi Goldberg's The View co-host, Sunny Hostin, said, echoing Goldberg by adding that she has no plans to watch Underwood or the inauguration and has scheduled a spa day instead. So Sunny echoed the sentiment, saying art is art and you have a right to perform where you want to perform. Alyssa Farron Griffin, who previously worked under Trump at the White House but voted for Kamala Harris in the election, chimed in by slamming society's knack to cancel people's livelihoods because we don't like their politics. If you have a problem, you register your complaint by not downloading her songs and not going to her shows. But I also think from a business standpoint, it's not a bad decision for Carrie Underwood. Griffin added that Carrie Underwood is overnight going to become an icon of MAGA and the American right is likely going to make a lot of money off of her decision to perform at the inauguration. She's right. Artists have a right to perform wherever they want to perform. They do. Um, to me, performing there just says that you agree with the person that you're performing. I mean, like you support the person that you're performing for. I'm gonna say this: I'm never surprised, though. I'm never surprised. So it's not a surprise, but it's just like I don't know. It is, and I'm not even necessarily saying cancel. I feel just like the lady, what was her name? Alyssa said, "Don't download her music. Don't go to her concerts. Don't do." Um, I just the closer and closer the inauguration gets, it just makes me like because I remember those from 2016 to 2020. It felt like every single day there was reports about Trump, but it was negative, meaning like not let me go back. Every single day he was doing something, tweeting one thing, saying another, causing division in different places. So it was like every day there was negativity because of something that he did. And these last 4 years, it wasn't such a doom and gloom feeling every single day coming from screens. And it's like the in 20 from 2016 to 2020, it was focused on the shenanigans and then C-19 and those lives that were lost. And I just feel like, man, we're back. However, I'm going to remain positive for me and my family and other people that share similar values. I'll say that because I'm just not looking forward to it. To just now, I remember in 2016, me and my husband were at a Chili's and it was raining and they had it on and we kind of glanced and was like, ugh. And then it became, oh, I had more than Obama. It was like just stuff like that. That's so unnecessary. But said I was going to get worked up. What do y'all think? How do y'all feel about this? Because, yeah, there are times when we will project our own feelings onto other people who are doing something that we feel we wouldn't do or that they shouldn't do, right? I'm just gonna be honest and stand in it. I hate the fact that she's doing it, but I ain't surprised that she's doing it. I'm just not. Um, I wonder if she voted for Kamala. And I say this because how could you vote for Kamala and then perform for this man? It's not even about Republican, Democrat. It's about this man. I think there's a difference between Republicans, Democrats, and Trumplicans. Definitely a difference. Um, I just don't. So to me, and again, I don't know because I wasn't in there with her when she checked her ballot or there when she mailed it in or however she voted. I just feel like, can you vote one way, especially when it comes to him, and then perform? This, I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm like talking through it as I'm feeling all of these emotions because again, it's getting closer and closer. Do y'all think that the public should back off of Carrie because of her decision? Artists have a right to sing whatever they want to sing. Remember when Chrisette Michele sang, they basically said, and you're done. The public. You think they'll do the same thing to Carrie? I think a certain segment will, but I think a certain segment will not. And I'll just leave that there. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. And y'all let me know what y'all think about Drake withdrawing his petition and then turning around and actually filing a defamation lawsuit against UMG. I love y'all so much. And again, happy Wednesday. Remember, don't rush to subtract the habits in your life that you do want to eventually remove. Start adding stuff in, start habit stacking. I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.